Hey, beautiful people. I pray that you guys are blessed and highly favored. It's so nice to be back with you guys. I don't know why I feel like I haven't done a video in a very long time, even though I haven't released videos in a long time, but I've been doing videos weekly, just not releasing them. And hopefully by the time you've watched this video, I am releasing and you are seeing more of me. If you don't know, we're now a family of 7, so I am pre-recording and hopefully I can start coming live soon. I really want to come live and just start praying, and I don't know where I'm getting resistance from. I mean, I'm sure I know where I'm getting resistance from, but sometimes we forget it's not our strength and it's the strength of God. And just pray for me. Just pray for me that I'll have more courage and just more strength and just consistency and time to just come here with you guys and pray with you guys. So today I'm talking about, I think this is going to be a very straightforward and brief conversation, but I do also feel that it is very needed. It's a very needed conversation. And me and my husband, we've been together 8 years, praise God. Been married coming up 7 years this August. And honestly, everyone around us is getting married right now. And it's so, what's that word? There's a word like, I wasn't gonna use divine, but that's not the word I was looking for. But it is very divine because me and my husband, our marriage has been mad. Like, it's been crazy because we both come from the hood, got in this marriage with hood behavior, hood mentality, hood mindset, and we literally had to fight our way to where we are today. And honestly, it is the glory. Like, it is the glory of the Almighty God that me and my husband is still standing. It is not our strength, it's not our intellect, it's not our might, but it is the glory of God and the people that God just surrounds us with that speaks life into our marriage and into us, especially when we are at our worst and when we are broken and when we are down. So thank God for that. But today I'm talking about the minimum of respect when it comes to relationship, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to any form of, you know, togetherness, where it comes to 2 or more people and you are in a relationship, you are in a friendship, you are in some form of, you know, something is connecting you guys. Something is bringing you guys consistently together, right? This can be a father-daughter relationship, mother-daughter, a child-parent relationship, child-carer relationship, whatever it is, some form of relationship. But my main goal is to speak to those who are married, right? Or who are on the journey to marriage. Okay, one of the things that I've been really thinking about and really just reflecting on how did we struggle? How did we struggle in that area when it should be the bare minimum? It should be the basics of the relationship, and that is just respect. I'm talking about a respect for one another. I'm not even going to love. I'm just talking about respect for each other, right? We find ourselves in marriages where I don't know where we got this mindset from. I don't know where we got this mentality from. I don't know where we got this behavior from, where if you and someone do not agree, you can disrespect them. If you and someone do not see eye to eye, you can call them out their name. You can bash them. You can just body language wise be disrespectful, words wise be disrespectful, mindset wise. But I don't know where we've gotten it from. But as I said, a lot of people is getting married around us, and it's something that we are seeing that they're also struggling with. And going 7 years in our marriage, 8 years in our relationship, I'm thinking, but this should be the bare minimum. And how did we miss this? How did it take so long for us to get to a place where we're like, listen, even if we are in disagreement, even if we cannot see eye to eye, even if I stepped on your toe, right? The bare minimum is respect, right? So what I'm trying to say is that even if we're in an argument or in a disagreement, we've miscommunicated something, or you've done something that I thought was disrespectful, the bare minimum I can give you is respect, and speak to you with respect, call you out with respect, and be like, you know what? When you did this, for me, that was quite disrespectful or rude, or I didn't really like when you did that. Do you understand? Being able to communicate and speak to one another with respect, even if we don't understand, even if we disagree, even if we can't see eye to eye in that topic, where is the basic respect? And the reason why I keep saying that is, if you work and you have a boss, you're going to show that boss respect because you need that job and you're looking forward to that money, right? I ain't talking about the person you're going to lay your head next to, the person that you're going to share your life with, the person that is your partner, that you're trying to make this a lifelong thing. Well, I'm thinking that you have the mindset that this ain't just a period, for a period of time. This is something that I want for a lifetime. But who want to spend a lifetime with someone who we are consistently arguing? We are consistently disrespecting each other. And listen to me, no matter who you're around, no matter who you're with, you're gonna disagree sometimes. You're gonna misread each other sometimes. You know what? If you are with someone, believe me, time's gonna come where we're not gonna see eye to eye. At this time, you don't even want to be around that person, right? The energy is off. Okay? The energy is off, right? However, when are we gonna get to the place where I'm gonna respect you, right? I'm gonna speak to you with respect. I'm gonna listen to you with respect. I'm gonna take into consideration all that you're saying to me with respect, because you're the person that I chose to be with. And you are deserving of that. We are all deserving of the bare minimum respect. We're deserving. If you marry someone and you cannot respect them, and I'm like literally thinking back to how much arguments we could have avoided, how much conflict we could have avoided, how much sleepless nights we could have avoided just by respecting each other, just by considering each other's feeling. We might not always understand, because there are some times where when Richard's talking, I'm like, he's speaking a complete different language. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I'm going to take it on board. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to reflect, though I don't understand, and just take your feelings on board. Consider what you're saying kindly, right? And I think back and I'd be like, how did we go through all that, right? How do we go through all that? It's last night. We had a long day yesterday. I don't even want to explain it, but Richard's parents was coming over. You know when the parents coming over. You know when the chief is coming over. Okay, you got to get your house in order. Like, you got to get the kids. You got to have some conversation with the kids. Like, you got to make sure. You got to make sure. Okay. And you know, it was after 12, and it was something simple of, it was something simple, right? And I noticed that an argument could possibly come out of this. And I caught myself because I've decided, right, listen, I'm going to choose my battles wisely, okay? I'm going to choose my battle wisely. He called me out and say, hey, are we going to argue for this? I'm going to sit back and I'm going to think about it. Do you understand? Because when I think about the time we wasted arguing and the time we wasted just disrespecting each other for absolutely, look at your arguments. Okay, let's stop. Look at your arguments. Look, especially those with decent relationship, like there's no cheating, there's no interference with anyone else in the marriage. It's just you two and you guys bickering over things that you guys are doing. Oh, you left the mop in the bathroom. Or you left the toilet out. These kind of stuff, right? Is that argument necessary? Like, think about it. Think about it good. Is an argument necessary? One of y'all need to start using self-control and resisting arguments, because sometimes it can become, or it can be, something that is normal to you. And you got to come to a place where it's like, nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth us arguing about where the broom is and where the broom should be. It's not worth us arguing about the toilet seat being up. And I remember in the beginning, it used to irritate. It used to get me. Now I go in the bathroom, the toilet seat up, I just clean it and put it down. Okay, I just put it down. Because I've decided that I'm going to choose my battles wisely. And here's the thing, when you start to behave like that, guess what? The other person is going to see that you are changing and you are trying, and they're going to try their best as well, especially if that person is in it to win. So I just want to say that most of your arguments are unnecessary. And we need to come to a place where we are choosing consciously to respect each other in our differences. Because Richard is yin and I'm yang. We don't have much in common at all. Like, he's left, I'm right. Yeah. We don't have much in common. Okay. I want to party, he want to stay home and chill. Okay. We don't have much in common at all. We have to get to a place where we're just going to respect each other regardless. We're going to take in consideration each other's thoughts and in each other's feelings regardless. We're going to take in consideration what the other is feeling, even though we don't really understand, and allow them to do what is best for them, you know. Allow them to, even if you don't agree in what they're choosing to do, right? Allow them to do it and find their way, and just be there to listen and not to rub it in even if it goes wrong, but to be there, you know. I feel like the world has taught us to just be rude, and most time is unnecessary, you know, and we have to reteach ourselves. We have to unteach yourself the bad behaviors and reteach ourselves the behaviors that are good, the characteristics that are honorable, and just really detox and get out of us this behavior that we are married and we can disrespect and mishandle the person that we are married to because we're married to them. It doesn't work like that. We need to get to a place where the person we are married to, The person that we're laying down next to, we need to honor, we need to respect, we need to look upon highly, regardless, because what marriage does, it exposes your weaknesses. And we all have flaws and we all have weaknesses. And it tests us and it puts us through fire. Okay? And I realized that it's a humbling thing, marriage. It's a humbling thing. Because what it does, it causes you to become selfless for that other person. It causes you to come out of yourself and allow that person to be their complete self. And even though you might not agree with everything they do, you might not really like everything they do, this is someone that you one day wanted to be with forever. And no matter who you get with, they're gonna have mess and they're gonna have flaws. And you have to learn to love. Love regardless. And here's the thing. I'm not talking about staying in something abusive. I'm not talking about staying in something that's going to kill you. Okay? And let's touch on that for a bit, because I believe there was a time where I was quite abusive. And yes, Richard was quite abusive. Were we doing it intentionally? I don't believe so. But once we were aware that that particular behavior is abusive, we worked on it. I worked on myself to be a better person. He worked on himself to be a better person, because sometimes our past trauma and our past childhood and adolescence causes us to pick up behaviors and attitudes and mindset that is not good. But as adults, we cannot use that as an excuse. What we need to do is reflect, look at the behavior, see how damaging it is for you as a person, for your spouse, and for your family. Your children is seeing it, right? And choose to change that behavior. Choose to take the time to work on that behavior. And it's not easy to change something that's been in you for such a long period of time. But if you have a greater cause and a bigger reason to change, you will try your best and your hardest to break that bad habit. For me, my trigger was from very young. Once you push me, I wouldn't even talk. I will hit, I will throw, I will cause harm, right? Physically. Okay, I came into my marriage with that, right? I came into my marriage with that. Okay, for me to, this is something I did from young, cross me, we going to fight. And I came into my marriage with that same mindset. Cross me, we going to fight. We going to do this, okay? And to think about that is kind of heartbreaking, because that was my normality. That was normal for me. That was life for me. And to come to a place where I realized that's actually abnormal, it's not good, and it's not healthy. I had to learn to feel hurt, to feel disrespected, to feel, sad and pain, and not react. Like, not hit, not throw, not break something. I had to learn that, and that was very painful process for me. But it was a process that brought me to a place where I can hear something, not like it, feel hurt from it, disagree with it, and still sit here calmly and consider, am I going to address this now, or I'm going to wait till things cool down and address it then, right? It's called emotional intelligence, being aware of how you feel, being aware of what you're thinking, and responding and behaving adequately, behaving accurately, okay? I don't know if I'm just yapping, but I believe some of y'all get what I'm saying, okay? When you're with someone that you vowed your life to, let's do the bare minimum. and that is respect. Respect with your listening, even when you're upset. Learn to respect that person. Learn to deal with that person with kindness, even when you're upset, right? And you will see a difference in your marriage, and you'll see a difference in your partner. God bless.